Welcome to The American Dream, a show that started right here in San Diego, America's finest city, that now spans positive media all across the country, real stories in real neighborhoods. Hi, I'm your host, Craig Sewing, and here's The American Dream.
Hi there. Welcome to The American Dream. I'm your host, June Surbaugh, Realtor with Howard Hanna Real Estate Services. Finding a restaurant with delicious quality food isn't always easy, but we are so fortunate to have amazing restaurants in Virginia Beach. And one of my favorites is Jimmy G's Chop House and Bistro Bar. Located off Virginia Beach Boulevard makes this restaurant easy to find. Let's go in and meet Jimmy and his staff. Hello, Jimmy. Thank you for showing us your fabulous restaurant. Can you tell me what inspired you and David to open up this restaurant?
June, we didn't think there was anything in the neighborhood for us that was a little higher end, upscale, that offered the kind of food that some of the other restaurants do that aren't around this area. So we decided we'd open something here for us and our families and our friends and our business associates and the Little Neck area and the Great Neck area, and that's what motivated us.
How would you describe the atmosphere and ambiance you're trying to accomplish here?
Well, you know, we have two restaurants, right? We have the Bistro Bar and we have the Chop House. Bistro is a local neighborhood tavern or bar. So we wanted to have that local neighborhood ambiance. We want it to be airy, we want it to be fun, we want people to be able to relax and come in. So we wanted to do that for us, so we did it for the restaurant.
Well, I have personally experienced a lot of delicious dishes in this restaurant.
I'm glad to hear that. And I'm glad that you come in and enjoy our food. And with that said, I'd like to introduce our proprietor, Will Mandis, who can give you more direction and insight and perspective to the restaurant. So let's do that.
Great.
Okay.
So William, tell me about this room.
Well, this is our bistro. This is Jimmy G's Bistro Bar. We opened this in April. It's been going fabulously. All our great guests from Virginia Beach, this is their first impression of Jimmy G's. Now, food and service is paramount for us. That's the most important thing. That's what we focus on. The Bistro Bar has a premium rail, and all of our drinks, everything is fresh squeezed here. We have our televisions here for all the dining guests that come in and want to watch their games.
Very nice. Wow, look at this room. It's beautiful. Can you tell me about it?
Yes, absolutely. This is the Chop House. This is Jimmy G's Chop House. We're going to be serving our guests here. There's going to be valet parking here. They'll be coming in these doors, and the hostess will greet you here, and we're going to be seating our guests accordingly. We have all different size, shapes, tables, and we're going to be able to entertain large parties by putting the tables together or keeping them separate, depending on how it works. So there'll be a different floor plan almost nightly.
Wow.
So we'll cater to the guests that way.
Antonio, can you tell me about these delicious looking dishes?
Yes, ma'am. Today we have our freshly wild-caught Atlantic salmon grilled with garlic butter broccoli.
Wow.
We have our Fra Diablo with grilled shrimp.
Looks delicious.
And we have our 16-ounce USDA prime
I would love to
ribeye,
cut into that steak.
the loaded baked potato.
Wow. I would love to cut into that steak. Well, that wraps it up. Thank you for joining me on The American Dream. And don't forget to check out Jimmy G's Chop House and Bistro Bar. Cheers, everybody. Cheers.
Ball is in the air and oyster roast season is here. Hi, I'm your host Trish McIntosh with American Dream TV, Selling Coastal Virginia, a show about real estate, culture, lifestyle, and community. And today, the community is coming together to support local charities. One of our local clubs, the Cape Henry Rotary Foundation, is hosting their 39th annual Oyster Crush here at the Ballyhoo's restaurant in Virginia Beach. Every year, this charity fundraiser brings in hundreds of locals, as well as visitors driving hours just for this event. So let's go inside and meet a few Rotary Club leaders, join the party, and have a shucking good time. Sorry, had to do it. Come on. So I'm here standing with the president of the Cape Henry Rotary Foundation, Cindy Stover, and co-chair, Mr. John Skirvin. So thank you so much for everything out here. This is a wonderful event, and I understand it's the 39th year. So Cindy, if you don't mind sharing about the Cape Henry Rotary Foundation, and then maybe John, you can tell us a little bit about the history.
Sure. So our foundation started 40 years ago with our club, so this is our 40th anniversary, and all of the funds that we collect go right back into our community. And you have an example of our community recipients right here at the event. They have Charity Row, which you'll meet some of them. But last year we donated to 28 different organizations.
And the Oyster Crush originally was just an oyster roast. But one of our original members came up with the idea of combining an orange crush with an oyster roast. The goal of this event, which draws anywhere between 800 and 1,000 people every year, is to connect our guests with the charities that we support. It's also to connect our guests with Rotary, which is an international membership and service organization with 1.2 million members around the world.
One of our founding members, Hank Kellum, passed away last year. So this year we voted to rename our endowment, which is the heart of our foundation, the Hank Kellum Legacy Endowment Fund. And that is what we use to fund our grants.
And Oyster Crush is noted as one of the 100 things you must do in Virginia Beach before you die.
Absolutely. It actually is on the list.
I'm glad I made that on my bucket list, and here I am.
Yes, all of you.
Well, thank you all again. We appreciate every ounce of work you're doing here. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for being our guest.
Privilege of standing here with Mr. Todd Walker, Executive Director of the Judeo-Christian Center. So, Mr. Walker, you have some exciting programs, some wonderful programs. Can you please share that?
Yeah, so we do hunger relief programs. So we do a community dinner 365 days a year for anybody that's homeless or anybody struggling with food insecurity. And then we also do a food pantry twice a week. So really that's used as a preventative measure to homelessness. So a person can come access food in our food pantry and they don't have to make a decision between paying rent and buying groceries. Then on the housing side, we run the only year-round emergency homeless shelter for single individuals in Virginia Beach. We also have a veterans program for homeless veterans, two words that should never go together. And then we do some other neat stuff as well around getting people who are experiencing homelessness housed.
That is wonderful. Thank you so much for everything that you and your organization are doing. We really appreciate you.
Thank you, thank you. We're here to serve the community, and our goal is to meet people where they are. And we have a little saying, we always say your windshield is bigger than your rearview mirror. So what is out in front of you is much bigger than what you're leaving behind. And all of us have survived 100% of the things that we went through.
Talking with you all. Thanks so much. I'll see you around. Well, shucks, that's the end of my segment. However, donations are still appreciated. I hope to see you next time for the 40th annual Oyster Crush. Until then, cheers to the American dream. Hi, I'm Sherilyn Whetstone, Realtor, Navy wife, mother, and I'm delighted to be your host for another exciting episode of The American Dream, right here in the vibrant city of Virginia Beach on the East Coast. Well, if you're anything like me, those New Year's resolutions may have taken a back seat by now. Looking back, I wish I had set myself up for success, to move better, think better, and feel better. If you're seeking genuine improvements in your physical and mental well-being, look no further than Thrive Proactive Health right here in Virginia Beach. Thrive is dedicated to providing an experience that promotes healing and revitalization for both the mind and body. How about we go and take a closer look? I'm here with Julie Blandon and her husband, Kris. Julie is the owner-operator of Thrive Proactive Health and fellow Navy spouse. Julie's company is a woman-owned small business in the Hampton Roads area. It's so good to see you, Julie and Kris.
Yeah, hey Sherilyn. Hey America.
So tell us a little bit about Thrive.
So Thrive's a way of thinking. It's a way of living. And if you're thriving, you're choosing positive emotions, positive mindset, and you're building a life. You're building a life and healthy habits to help you live well. We have the ability to serve our clients in a multitude of ways. As an integrated, interdisciplinary team, we serve the continuum through injury rehab, prevention, and maintenance. We focus on helping healthy people stay healthy with active self-care services, rehabbing and relieving pain, reducing tension, and improving function through interventions that unlock myofascial restrictions and mechanical limitations. We offer sport and spine rehab services with physical therapy, chiropractic, personal training, and then we also offer complementary and alternative therapies like acupuncture, massage, energy medicine, and cupping.
So how do people get started and what can they expect?
Yeah, well, everyone has a unique treatment plan. So how we recommend to get started is people look over some of the services on our website and determine if they really want to target their physical, emotional, or mental health. And when they call Thrive, they can talk with our receptionist or they can set up an appointment with our health coach and they can help guide them to which service line may be best for them. If people are dealing with physical limitations, pain, they might want to start with our physical therapy services or our chiropractic services or our postural restoration services. Come on back, Sherwood. I want to introduce you to Jen here. Jen runs our energy medicine program. This is our energy suite. And energy medicine is a great modality for people to help manage stress and mental and emotional resiliency.
Wow, sounds exciting. Hi, Jen. Nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you.
So, Jen, what is energy medicine?
Well, everything's energy, including you, right? We are energetic beings. We are a field of energy. And when our energy is aligned and flowing through the system the way it's intended, we feel great. Almost everybody on our planet is walking around in a state of stress, right? We, in science, nervous system talk, we would call it fight or flight. We're walking around with this constant subconscious fear of something is happening or a bear is chasing me and I've got to get away. I've got to fight or flight, right? So I can fight the bear or I can run from it. But when we're in that state, we're exhausted. We can't sleep at night. We don't know how to relax. And even more importantly, with all of that, our body isn't naturally healing. So an energy session releases that stuck emotion and gets the message to your subconscious mind that actually there is no bear. And it's safe to relax and shift into what we call the parasympathetic system of rest and ease or rest and heal.
Thank you so much for opening my eyes. What an experience this has been for me today. I just want to say, here's to thriving, to be more well-rounded and truly filled with balance and purpose. Cheers to 2024. Until next time, keep living the American dream.
Welcome to Norfolk, Virginia. My name is Christine Bergdorf, and this is my son and business associate, Christian Kangas, and we're your hosts on the American Dream. So Christian, why is Norfolk a great place to live and invest in real estate?
Well, Christine, here are some great reasons. The cost of living is lower than the U.S. average. The median home sales price is about $300,000. and prices have risen about 8% in the last year, so it's a great return on your investment. And there's 215 sunny days per year. We're about to take you to a hidden gem in Magnolia Cove. Follow us and we'll go check it out. So Katrina, what was this home like before you bought it?
Oh wow, it was completely different. I essentially flip-flopped the property. So where the kitchen is now was the owner's suite, and where my owner's bathroom is, it was the kitchen. So I've completely flip-flopped the entire house.
That's amazing. I see you have beautiful water views. I assume that comes with an amazing sunset.
Gorgeous, gorgeous sunsets. The view is what sold me on this house.
So Katrina, this is such a beautiful, modern, state-of-the-art kitchen. What was your inspiration here?
I just wanted sleek and modern and contemporary. So that was really my inspiration. And then secondary to that, there was a wall here, no window, no access to be able to see this amazing view. So that was inspiring too, being able to capture that and take advantage of that. So.
And then you added the sunroom as well.
Yes, yes.
Beautiful.
So you can go out and enjoy it outside. So yeah, it's my little slice of heaven.
So Katrina, your primary bedroom and bathroom, was this your design as well?
Of course, yes it was. This was a small bath and then a little hall that entered into the kitchen. So this was the kitchen, which is now where my bathroom is, and entered into the dining room. So
That's
completely
incredible.
different. So yeah, but it was all mine.
That's amazing.
Thank
thank you, Katrina, for opening your home to us. It was a pleasure.
Thank you for having me.
Next up, we're heading to the Botanical Gardens for a tour. Come on. Here we are at the Norfolk Botanical Gardens. It is one of the largest in Virginia with over 175 acres and 85 years of history. We are here with Bella DiPaolo, who happens to be the public relations specialist for the Botanical Gardens. Hi, Bella. So good to see you.
Good to see you as well.
So can you tell me a little bit about what gardens you have here and what's currently in bloom?
Yeah, so we have over 60 gardens here at the Norfolk Botanical Garden. And then right now we have our camellias in bloom because, as you can see, it is pretty cold out.
Yes.
But something cool about us is that we have something in bloom all season.
Wonderful.
So I heard you guys have weddings here, so tell me a little more about that.
Yeah, so we have over 100 weddings a year, primarily during the spring and summer months, sometimes in the fall. And our weddings team is great. They are always willing to meet with different guests and talk to them about what kind of wedding venue they're looking for.
What's featured in the children's garden, and when is the butterfly house open?
So our children's garden is about 3 acres in size and features 7 passport-themed gardens and has plants from all over the world. And then the butterfly garden, it's always going to be open. You can always check out the butterfly garden. However, the butterfly house is opening on Father's Day weekend.
So Bella, tell us about the Garden of Tomorrow.
Now the Garden of Tomorrow is our biggest expansion to date. It is going to feature our new Brock Entry Pavilion and Parking Garden, our Perry Conservatory, and our brand new Skywalk. Now, this conservatory is going to house some of the most endangered plants on the planet, as well as the most threatened ones. These plants are actually integral to our survival. So by saving these plants, we could be curing an incurable disease that we don't even know of quite yet.
That's amazing.
Yeah, the Garden of Tomorrow is set to open in fall 2025.
So Bella, let's talk about the Garden of Lights. I heard it's one of the best in the country.
That is correct. We were nominated by USA Today several years in a row for the top 10 best light shows in the United States. We were also featured on Simple Most 15 top best Christmas destinations to add to your bucket list.
Thank you for joining us at the beautiful Norfolk Botanical Gardens and Katrina's lovely waterfront home.
We are your local real estate experts. I'm Christian Kangas.
And Christine Bergdorf. Keep living your American dream.
Thanks for joining me again in Norfolk, Virginia. I'm your host, Kris Kyzar with First Class Real Estate. And today we're going on a food tour of some of my favorite lunch spots in Ghent. This area is known for its amazing local eateries, and today we're just going to sample a few. This isn't your typical pound cake bakery. Jen is a pound cake superhero. She makes cakes that are melt in your mouth delicious. So come on inside and join me for some sweet treats. And I'm here with the superhero herself and the owner Jen Englund. Jen, can you tell me how you got started?
What started with just an absolute love for baking from a very young age. As I got older, it became my safe place, my calm. I would, if I found myself stressed or work was crazy, I would go in the kitchen and bake something. And so started baking this particular cake. It wasn't called a pound cake back then, but a cinnamon version of our cake, and people loved it. And so for a number of years, they kept saying, this is what you should do for a living. And it took me 12 years, and one day I decided that's what I'd do.
That's amazing. So if you're ever in the mood for a pound cake, come on down to Jen's and check it out, because these pound cakes are amazing, and so is Jen. Thank you for joining us. This local restaurant was featured on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, and it's one of my personal favorite lunch spots. Let's go in and take a taste and see how you enjoy it. I'm here today with the owner of this fine establishment, Dylan Wakefield. Dylan, can you tell me a little bit about Pendulum?
Yeah, so Pendulum Fine Meats, we're a whole animal butcher shop. So we get animals in from North Carolina, Virginia, and other places, and we cut them up for retail cuts. So it's a kind of a rare thing to see a whole animal butcher shop. But then we're also a market. We sell a lot of selection of beer and wine and other things that go with meat and meat-centric things. And we're also a sandwich shop. So that's what a lot of people know us for, is being a sandwich shop and serving those things. We have some people that are only butcher customers and never have a sandwich.
Really?
And then we have some people that are only sandwich people and never buy a steak.
We put a little bit of both.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Shop too.
Yeah. There is a lot of cool things that you can find here.
Yeah. So if you want good sandwiches, good meat, learn how to cut it up yourself. Even if you need your knife sharpened, this is a place to come in Norfolk. So come down to Pendulum Fine Meats and enjoy the great place that it is. What better way to end a day with good food than with some gelato? This is some of the best in town. Let's go check it out. I'm here with Heather Wynn, the owner of Strawberry Fields. Heather, what's new on the menu today?
Yeah, so actually this time of year is one of our favorites for flavors. We just got done with Thanksgiving flavors, and now as of December 1, we're gonna start going into holiday flavors. So we'll have our gingerbread cookie dough out, our Santa's milk and cookies, peppermint bark, and we also have gingerbread cookies in the case today to go. So this is one of our favorite times of year for flavors.
So gelato, everything in Norfolk is amazing. This is one of the best places to come for gelato, in my opinion. And thank you, Heather, for talking with me today. And I look forward to trying some delicious gelato. Thanks for joining me today here in Ghent for some good food. I certainly hope that I've whet your appetite for this amazing city. Until next time, I'm Kris Kyzar, your host, and come on out to Ghent for yourself and make your American dream a little bit sweeter.
Welcome back to The American Dream. I'm your host, Ashley Lynch, and today we're here in the historic Cavalier Hotel that has been at the Virginia Beach oceanfront for almost 100 years. The Cavalier is incredibly charming and elegant, especially during the holidays. But one unique feature is that it houses the first and only distillery operating inside a hotel in the entire United States. We're going to head downstairs to check out Tarnished Truth. This is Andrew Yancey, co-owner and operator of Tarnished Truth Distilling. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for having me.
So tell us a little bit about your distillery and the spirits you create.
Yeah, so welcome to Tarnished Truth Distilling Company inside of the amazing Cavalier Hotel and Resort. We are one of the only, and we were the first operating distillery within a hotel. As far as spirits go, we mostly produce bourbons and whiskeys. We also do vodka, gin. We're producing an eggnog for the holidays this year. Yeah, so we're selling that in our gift shop. But you know, we do a lot of different types of bourbons, some single barrels, some bottled and bond, some wine finished ones. Everything gets produced right here. We use grain that's all grown in Virginia. And we warehouse our barrels here in Virginia off-site, and then we'll bring them back and we'll bottle them here and we sell them in our retail shop on site. So this is our gift shop located right beside the distillery and the hunt room. As you can see, we offer a little bit of everything in here. We've got all of our spirits, obviously, with some mixers, hats, shirts. We even have syrup, maple syrup that we age in our bourbon barrels.
Oh my God.
So all kinds of neat things you can use in drinks and food and do the tours here as well.
What do you attribute to your success?
One of the things that we always kind of pride ourselves on is being very meticulous with marketing and the design of our labels and the product, obviously. But you know, we try and really make the best product, not just make the most that we can and sell the most. We want it to be top-notch, high-quality spirits. We want the label to be as quality as it can be, and every little detail always matters. So, you know, everything we do, we say be meticulous at everything you do, whether it's in the retail shop, giving a tour, making bourbon, or approving a label. And I think, you know, doing that, really guests appreciate, you know, how much work goes into it and how much detail we actually look at on every little thing we do.
This has been amazing. Thank you so much for having us.
Of course.
It's been a pleasure.
Thanks for coming. Cheers.
Absolutely. We're now in the Hilltop shopping area of Virginia Beach, which offers a wide variety of restaurants, retail shops, and services to choose from. This new Italian steakhouse just opened a little over a month ago, and it's already getting fantastic reviews. I love Italian, so we have to check this out. Hi, sir, how are you?
Hi, how you doing, Ashley? Welcome to Gaston Italian.
So I'm here with Gaston Peralta, the owner himself. Thank you so much for having us.
Absolutely.
So you have been in operations in many other restaurants, but why is this one in particular special for you?
Well, I told you this is an American dream for me. When I moved to this country, always want to have Italian restaurant with a modern Italian cuisine, North Italy. So it's looking like my American dream for me.
So tell us a little bit about your menu and what do you offer?
Just how I mentioned before, we have an authentic Italian modern cuisine from the North Italy. And the plates are consistent with the roasted potatoes and sauteed spinach vegetables in every plate, so looking better on the table. Also, we add a steakhouse. We have a cut de filet mignon and cowboy ribeye for delicious dishes in the table.
So I do see that you have a full bar offering what looks to be a plentiful amount of cocktails, but I did notice your glass enclosed wine cellar. Is that something you specialize in?
Yes, absolutely. Just follow me this way so I can show the wine cellar we have and with the diverse kind of wine from North Italy, South Italy, and California also too. The plan is we do a wine dinner one time a month with different regions, Italy, France, Spain, and California wine too.
Well, you certainly picked a great location, and the atmosphere is really modern, elegant, yet still very comfortable. And the food looks amazing. So thank you so much for having us. It's been such a pleasure.
It was my pleasure. Thank
Absolutely.
you so much for coming in.
I want to give a special thanks to the team over at Tarnished Truth and of course everyone here at Gaston's. As for me, I'm staying to enjoy some of this delicious food. So until next time, thanks for watching The American Dream.
Well, I hope you enjoyed today's show, produced from America's finest city, but shot in the heart of your neighborhoods. Don't forget positive media when the world really needs it. See you next time. In the meantime, cheers to your American dream.